Hello, my name is Jadine. I'm going to lead you through your gentle yoga flow practice today. Before we begin, make sure you have your yoga mat and have some water next to you just to keep yourself replenished throughout the practice, especially if you feel thirsty. When we come into a pose, if it doesn't feel right in your body, ease on out, listen to your body, modify if you need to. I will speak to modifications. And if you feel tired, feel free to rest. Come down onto your mat, have some water, and take a break. Okay? So we're going to start with Ujjayi breath today. This is a yogic breathing technique. Ujjayi in Sanskrit means ocean, so it's also known as ocean breath. It does mimic the sound of the ocean. It's quite audible. It's very calming for the nervous system. Helps to bring us back into the present moment and away and out of our thoughts, because our mind can get a little bit busy and can feel overwhelming at times. As well as it heats up the body, so it's a very fiery breath. It brings in a lot of heat and a lot of energy. So if you're feeling low and sluggish, this is a really good breath to wake your body up and get some fresh energy moving through. How we do it is we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. So you can cross your legs or extend your legs in front of you, whichever is comfortable for you. Yogi's preference. Okay, and sit nice and tall on your seat. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. And take a big inhale in. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth as if you're fogging up a window. Okay. So feel that restriction you've created in the back of your throat. You want to keep that, but exhale through your nostrils. So it's like fogging up a window with your nostrils. Inhale in. Exhale through your nostrils. That's it. One more time. Inhale in. Exhale through your nostrils. And that's your Ujjayi breath. Close your eyes. Inhale in. Exhale Ujjayi. Carry on at your own rhythm. And breathe deep into your belly, filling your belly with fresh air. And exhaling the old and the stagnant. Observe how your breath feels today. Does it feel short and shallow? Does it feel long and full? And take a scan throughout your body. Check in with how you feel. Are there any areas that are speaking to you? Any places where you're holding on to tension? And take 3 more breaths. And gently open your eyes. Okay. So wing your legs around. Come into tabletop, hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your knees to hip width distance. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your hips, gaze forward into cow. Exhale, round through your shoulders, draw your belly into cat, tuck your chin in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really press up through the middle of your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And take 3 more rounds, your own rhythm. Tune into how your muscles feel in your back. Last round. Come into tabletop to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, press your hips back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Might feel a little bit tight. Do what you need to do to settle in. Bring in some movement. Spread your fingers wide. Press your fingertips into your mat. This will help take pressure off your wrists. If down dog's feeling a little bit too intense today, that's okay. You can come down to tabletop and just bring some movement in through your hips. Okay? For those of you that are in down dog, have a bend in your knees. Press your hips to the wall behind you. Find that length in your spine. And gently draw your heels down to your mat, straightening your legs at your own depth. Walk your feet towards your hands. Come into forward folds. Allow your head and shoulders to hang heavy. Fingertips fall towards your mat. Press into your feet, rise up, vertebrae by vertebrae, to Tadasana, to standing. Palms of your hands open to the front of your top of your mat. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Draw your shoulder blades together. Keep a bend in your knees. Forward fold. Rise up. Mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your hands for the ceiling. Exhale, forward folds. Allowing your fingertips to fall towards your mat. They don't have to touch. Just let your head and shoulders hang heavy. Halfway lift. Find that length in your spine. Draw your shoulder blades together. Plant your hands down. Step your feet back. High plank or tabletop, yogi's choice. Whichever variation you take, draw your belly button towards your spine, engaging your core. Press your mat away from you. Use your breath, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Come down to tabletop, hands and knees. Come forward on your wrists. Lower to your belly, elbows point behind you as you lower down. Inhale, peel your chest into cobra. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, press your hips back. And set your gaze to your hands. Walk your feet forward. Forward folds. Halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Have a micro bend in your knees. Forward folds. Rise up. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Step your right foot back, warrior two. Back toes point to the right corner, right side of your mat. Windmill your hands up. Okay, if you drew a line from your front heel, it would end in the middle of your back foot. That's the alignment you want to be at. Press down into the baby toe side of your back foot and extend your arms out to your sides. Set your gaze over your front middle finger. And sink into your front knee as much as is comfortable. Double check that your knee is stacked over your ankle. If it's spilling over, draw your knee back, shimmy your foot forward. Flip your palms, reverse warrior, reach to the wall behind you. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Keep a micro bend in your knee. Hinge forward from your hip crease, triangle. Bring your hand down to your shin, right hand to the ceiling. If it's sore for your right shoulder, bring your hand to your hip. Feel free to modify with that. Engage your core so you're not leaning on your front leg, you're just resting there. Press into your feet. Tune into what feels right for your neck. You could look up at the ceiling, over to the wall you're facing, or down to your front foot. Wherever is comfortable. Find a long, full breath. Have a bend in your front knee. Rise up. Warrior two. Windmill your hands down to your mat. Step your back foot forward. Forward folds. Halfway lift. Find that length in your spine. Forward folds. Rise up. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Step your left foot back, warrior two. Back toes point to the left side of your mat. Windmill your hands up. And settle in. Take a look for your front big toe. If your knee is collapsed in and blocking your vision, press your knee back towards your baby toe. Gaze over your front middle finger. If you feel like your arms are tired today and they feel a bit heavy, bring your hands to your hips. You can rest here with that. Flip your palms, reach to the wall behind you, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee. Extend through your top fingertips, get into that side stretch. Warrior two, come through to center. Straighten your front leg, micro bend in your knee. Hinge forward from your hip crease, triangle, bringing your right hand to your shin, left hand to the ceiling. Tune into what's right for your neck and gently draw your top shoulder back, opening your chest. If it's sore for your shoulder, bring your hand to your hip. Press into your back foot, press into your front foot. Strong pose comes from a strong foundation. Breathe, use your breath. Have a bend in your front knee, rise up. Warrior two. Windmill your hands down to your mat. Step your back foot forward. Forward fold. Rise up. Mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, find length in your spine. Plant your hands down, step your feet back, high plank or tabletop, yogi's choice. In chaturanga, we're going to lower to our belly, so you can go from high plank or tabletop, elbows point behind you, lower all the way down. Heel your chest into cobra, or chest, belly, and thighs into upward facing dog. Gaze forward, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Downward facing dog, press your hips back. Take a big inhale in, exhale, sigh out. And set your gaze to your hands, walk your feet forward, forward folds. Rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to come into a balancing pose. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to come into tree. Reach your hands for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart center. Ground down into your right foot. Balance on your left big toe. Okay. You can stay here, or you can bring your left foot to your calf, opening your hip up and coming into your tree. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Bring awareness to your right hip. Are you collapsing all your weight into your hip there? If so, draw your hip through to center to square yourself off. Bring your hands to heart center. Set your drishti, your point of focus. Spot on the floor or the wall in front of you to focus in on. Use your breath. If you fall out, that's okay. Have fun with it. Be gentle on yourself. Get back into it. One more breath. Release. Plant your foot down. Shake out. Okay. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach for the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Balance on your right big toe. And if you wish to go further, bring your foot to your calf. Bring awareness to your hips. Are you collapsing into this hip? If so, draw it through to center. Lift your chest. Find that length in your spine. Soften your jaw. And soften your eyes. And just feel your foot grounded into your mat. Evenly disperse your weight across the four corners on the bottom of your foot. And if you fall out, that's fine. Get back into it. Be gentle on yourself. Always support yourself. And if you feel wobbly, that's okay too. One more breath. Land your foot down. Give it a shake. Okay. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Find that length in your spine. Micro bend in your knees. Plant your hands down. Step your feet back. High plank or tabletop. Chaturanga, lower to your belly. Elbows point behind you as you lower down. Heel your chest into cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Press your hips back. And come down to tabletop, hands and knees. Bring your knees together. We're going to come into traditional child's pose. Sink your hips to your heels, arms along your sides, and bring your forehead down to your mat. Soften your shoulders. Work to slow your breath down. It's feeling quick and short. And on your next inhale, bring your hands in front of you. Rise up to tabletop, hands and knees. Okay. Swing your legs around. Come onto your bum. Scoot yourself forwards. We're going to come onto our back. Bring your knees up, feet planted. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips point to the top of your mat. And what we're going to do is draw our shoulder blades together, open our chest, and breathe into your heart space. You can gaze forwards, close your eyes if you wish. And if this feels a little bit too strenuous on your wrist, feel free to rotate your fingertips to point behind you. Couple more breaths. Release. Bring your arms in front of you. Give your wrists a little shake. Shake it out. Okay. Extend your arms out. Find length in your spine. We're going to lower onto our back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees fall open. And if you feel your hips are really tight today and they just don't want to let go, what you can do is create a fist with your hands, slide your fists underneath your thighs, and just rest your thighs on there, just giving them some support. If your hands aren't underneath your thighs, feel free to place them on your belly or along your sides, wherever is comfortable. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow your breath to return to a natural rhythm. Draw your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Your low back massage. Come through to center. Rock and roll up your spine to seated. Take a few rocks, get your momentum. And rise up when you're ready. Extend your legs in front of you. Flex your feet. Reach your hands for the ceiling. Hinge forward from your hips. Come into your forward fold. Bring your hands in the direction of your feet. You can rest your hands on your shins, or if you can hook onto a toe, hook onto your toes. Lift your chest, set your gaze forward. Allow yourself to be wherever you come to. A couple more breaths. Rise up. Give your legs a bit of a wiggle. Bring the soles of your feet together. Come into butterfly. Grab a hold of your ankles. Draw your knees down towards your mat, pressing your sit bones into your mat. Lift your chest. Find that length in your spine. You might feel a nice stretch in your groin, the inside of your legs. Feel that length in your spine. That nice stretch from top to bottom. Relax your knees, round through your spine. Draw your chin into your chest. Bring yourself forward, bringing your head down in the direction of your mat. And if you want, you can grab a hold of your tiptoes. Feel a nice stretch in your neck, across your upper back. And take 2 more breaths. Rise up, vertebrae by vertebrae, to seated. Okay, bring your knees up, feet planted. Come down onto your back. And extend your arms out to your sides. Create a T shape with your body. Drop your knees to your right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Supine twist. Come through to center. Drop your knees to your left. Gaze over your right shoulder. Come through to center. Come into your Shavasana, final pose of the practice. Extend your legs down onto your mat. Take up all the space that you'd like. If it's sore for your back to lie flat, you can bring your knees up, knock them together, and feet wide. And close your eyes if you wish. Take a big inhale in. Exhale, sigh out. Inhale in. Exhale, sigh out. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And soften the muscles in your legs. Soften your hands. Soften your shoulders. If your tongue is resting on the roof of your mouth, release it. Soften your eyes. And soften your eyebrows. And take one last scan throughout your body. Observe the sensations. Are there any areas where you're still holding on to tension? And if so, send your breath to those spaces, allowing yourself to let it go. And feel the weight of your body on your mat, supported by the floor. awareness to your breath. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Reach your hands up overhead. Give yourself a big stretch. Roll over to your right side. Coming into a fetal position. You can keep your eyes closed or slightly shut. Just relax here. When you're ready, take your time. Rise up to seated. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today for your yoga practice. I hope you have a wonderful day.